Children of time, unweaving towards love. Stanza I, embodying my nervous system. O Lord, this one is curvy and bold, sincere and curious, courageous and soft, strong when needed. This is my song for 2025. Lord, I do thank you for remembrance. I do thank my soul for listening to my inner voice screaming silence and no more attention, where distracting factors kept me from being kind to my beautiful self. Embracing a softer edge has been the challenge, since I thrive in structure, order, and support. Yet, trust needed wisdom that is lived, not read or transmitted even. It needed time to weave and unweave past the no longer vital chords. An air of sadness kept me attentive to observe the times we are leaving behind, with care, in forgiveness, and at times forgetfulness that can stem from the yearning to evolve. Sweet soul, the seeking has long ceased, and the caring, weaving path of embodied attention began to show signs of emotional maturity. Oh, I am blessed indeed to have the power of words and the gift of colors, and most important, the union with love. I am blessed, thank you 2025, that started with a bang and kindly showed me to trust myself instead of others. Quote, each of us born as a citizen of two worlds, each a descendant of eternity, and each a child of time. Michael Meade, end of quote. Stanza II, perception and value. Nothing dies without having life resurface with a different shape. The current monetary system has shifted and one cannot see it with the same lens. Bitcoiners become Austrian economists and after that start reading and understanding macro. For it is through the comparison of other goods and semi-scarce assets that one can understand what is happening and what each character in the story is playing. Treasury bonds, stable coins, old fiat, filthy currency, precious and rare metals, Bitcoin, derivatives, options, futures, you name it. And obviously shitcoins all play a part. Looking closely in the micro and also with distance and time frames that vary, the macro starts shaping a story that most myopia is unable to track. It is about the real transformation of value and how humanity has given all its value to institutions. Even now, the maneuver in sophisticated ways to get more bucks for your time. What to do? In my case, I like to study behavior so my emotional body does not panic when a wavelength goes too high or too low. Instead, I take time to keep questions open, big and small inquiries, and I feel mostly very blessed. Stanza 3. The word art comes from Latin ars, meaning skill, craft, method, and knowledge embodied through practice. In Greek, the parallel term is techne, which means skill or the art of making, a form of knowing that lives in the body through doing. From this comes kalitechnes, from kalos, meaning beautiful or noble, and techne, meaning skill. Kalitechnes names the practice of skill carried with beauty, care, and discernment. Art, in this sense, is practice intelligence shaped in form. I am blessed because one of the ways that I can create, among many things other than writing, is creating shapes, environments, playing with materiality, hiring fabricators, having the blessing of commissioners that trust my vision to the point that they give me opportunities to create work that is permanent and that can be seen in subway stations, universities, schools, hospitals, police stations, airports, etc. I continue to do this work in a most devotional way because I understand the complexity and the beauty of this opportunity to be able to create something that listens to the needs of the community in lieu of having adoration or a statue of reverence from the public, because most of the people that see my work have no idea who did it. And it does not matter, because the work is there to connect them to themselves, not to me. Yes, some people will know, but that is not the reason why I do it. This is a big difference from what happened after I left New York. I left that slavery of reputation and personas that needed to be played in order to fulfill the opportunity to contribute to society. So I am no longer a slave of that. And I'm still blessed because even though I made that clear and separated myself from all the mechanics, I have been able to continue showing that what matters is what I do, not what I say. By presenting works that are well received and that enhance specific locations, this year I was able to install 2 different pieces in 2 different venues. One at the University of Washington in Seattle, Arcana, and in the last few weeks, the piece Vida was installed in San Antonio. I do not yet have the final images of that work. They will be produced sometime in January. I am very grateful that I can also serve as a being who is able to create shapes, colors, and meaning for communities. The goal is to become more aware and less concerned. Stanza 4. Creativity, poetry, music as a way of representation and also creation. It is different from art. It is a choosing of light before dark, while knowing that awareness of the dark is the only way to find the light. Choosing light over dark and looking for the dark to find your way through the light. Stanza 5. I cannot settle for one subject because my mind is very broad. And only in the last years did I realize how powerful it is to be able to synthesize instead of focusing only on one subject, which is what I was supposed to do in school. And it drove me nuts, and I drove everybody crazy. Now, as an adult, I really enjoy jumping from one subject to the next, enriching my knowledge through curiosity, widening my scope, and then coming back to share whatever I share with you. I think this is a beautiful thing I have become more aware of, and I have been unapologetic about sharing and linking one thing to another because this is how my mind works. I receive a lot, I process a lot, then I focus on something. I become really, really, really focused on one subject, and then I can share it. Overall, I'm always speaking from a very wide antenna. Stanza 6. I orient through 4 ways of attunement. I take life best when the things are quiet and not forced, rather cool. When schedules or pressure are rigid, I do not perform. I receive passively, visually through inner images and subtle impressions. I know that what nourishes me arises when there is a space that is clear and my body knows when to take in and how much. I need distance, elevation, and perspective, like living on a tower, or places that feel like mountains or high with high vision, and also spaces that offer emotional resonance rather than control. My environment is shaped through alignment, and I can very seldom contribute when there is force. If the environment is aligned, then I breathe in openness. Here's where my focus sharpens. I see the world through people, networks, relationships, society. My mind tracks what works and succeeds, what moves cleanly through the social field. This is my one directed beam, precise and structured, observing how systems and humans move together. I understand their needs and I act successfully. Hope and acceptance move me, carried by a very receptive mind. When I trust, clarity comes. When I accept, my mind rests. I lose my way when I try to repair, fix, or manage what has never been there for me to carry. There is a correct posture for me, and it is to allow, to surrender. I have a powerful polymath profile, creative, strategic, perceptive, and deeply designed for absorption and impact. I am built to see patterns, synthesize complex fields, and share what I see in ways that move others. I carry an unusually open and receptive system that makes me a natural creator, a facilitator, a visionary, and a bridge across disciplines. Three parts of me receive, one part of me focuses. It is like a wide antenna with a single lens, absorbing life when seeing clearly. Variables orient humans once authority has been applied. In my case, as an emotional manifester, I wait for the wave to show me where I am. From that clarity, I orient my body, my mind, my environment, and my motivation. Stanza 7. There used to be 7 planets in the universe that were visible to the human eye until they discover another one, and then another one, and then another one. And as our consciousness starts expanding, so does our ability to evolve. I'm looking forward to humanity's expansion in the next few years. I know that through 2028, there will be many shocks and awes, but also many beautiful flowers rising. The most important thing I'm looking forward to is knowing that I am aware in every moment of my life of this amazing opportunity that it means to be a human, an amazing opportunity to be able to create on a daily basis. Whether I write and share, whether I create images and have them fabricated by others and then leave them in a public space, whether I connect one to one with other souls, they need support coming from the realm of the archetypes. And I serve as a servant to those so I can mirror back what is needed. I can also be playful in inquiry and investigate new subjects that make me want to dive deeper and learn more things so I can share more. The more I learn, the more I share. And this is how I can contribute. You see, the word contribution means with a tribe. And it is interesting because even though I have been allergic to belonging to big groups, a tribe is different. A tribe is a clan. It is a smaller group of people that you can remember by name. The collective is a blob. And that is the kind of place where I feel uncomfortable because I do have memories of having been leading big blobs of people into darkness in past lives. So in this life, I said, no, thank you. Give me one single ticket. I can be responsible for my own life. And that is what I'm doing. So I wish you all a very beautiful, bright 2026 that allows you to have the wisdom and the beauty that you want in your life. Do not forget to value what is most important, which is your needs. Happy New Year. I'll be back soon with some astrological insights as January and February offer full initiation